Hello, welcome back to my channel. Today I will be reacting to Bad Religion, Sorrow. I've heard of Bad Religion because I was kind of in like a punk rock group in high school. Like not a band. I'm saying like my social group was kind of like skaters, punk rock people, and that's why I didn't know anything about like jam bands. Like I wasn't like in the hippie crowd. Like hippies is like Grateful Dead, Dave Matthews, Fish. I didn't know anything about that because we were like punk rock kids and skater rock and surfer rock. I feel like Weezer is more like surfer rock. So that was more my kind of genre, not the Grateful Dead side of things. But I think that makes sense because I came from the Beatles. I feel like the Beatles traces more down to Weezer than the other side. It's not, I don't know. I think the Grateful Dead has more of like folky origin, and Fish has nothing to do with the Grateful Dead except that they have a lot scene. And then when Jerry died, people went over to Fish from the Grateful Dead. But the music is so different, like, honestly. Fish is more proggy, and Grateful Dead was more blues and folk. Okay. Except for Terrapin Station, which is like, I think, very folk / prog. During a reaction video of the Ramones' triumvirate of songs, what a good word, you mentioned that you were interested in perhaps performing melodic punk, but felt that such would be antithetical to the aesthetic. Well, you're in luck. What you might call polished punk exists, and here it is. This particular song is also a bit of a personal anthem. I literally started crying while previewing the lyric video for Errors, but then again, making me cry is like shooting fish in a barrel filled only with fish. Also, enjoy the chorale cannon fire. Okay, and this was requested by, on YouTube, known as Inspector, like Spectre, like the way they spell it in James Bond 27, or Myoclonic Jerk on Patreon, just so you know. All right, let's go. Oh, this doesn't sound like punk rock at all, actually.
Father, can you hear me? How have I let you down? I curse the day that I was born, and all the sorrow in this world. Take you to the hurting ground, where hunger never trampled down.
Yes.
Just to settle a bet that could not be won between a prideful father and his son. Where you got me now, where I can't see a reason for the suffering and the storm misery. What if every living soul could be upright and strong?
I like it. And yes, it's like the pop, it's like the punk rock speed, it's the punk rock drumming, it's the punk rock sound, but it's a very endearing song. There will be sorrow. It could actually sound like honestly, it kind of sounds like a Mumford and Son song or something like that, but it's with like the punk rock singing. But it sounds a lot like that kind of rock, like Mumford and Sons. It sounds exactly like actually a Mumford and song. I just can't think of which one. But yeah, it has like a total, I don't know. I just like that driving drum, like that very aggressive tempo. I've always liked that. And that's what I always mean when I'm like, "Oh, this is punk rock." I mean like it has like that really driving beat. But then I found out later that's not punk rock. That's not the definition of punk rock. I'm like, "What do you call it though?" Cuz it doesn't sound like, Foo Fighters is like a slower kind of mainstream rock. I'm looking for except Monkey Wrench, which is really fast. Don't wanna be a monkey wrench. That was a low volume and it was the track. It was the video. I tried to double up the sound, but unfortunately, alas, the lyric video, whoever made it, when they recorded it, they mixed the volume lower than ideal. So I also had my volume up all the way, and usually I only have to have my volume up about 3/4 or halfway of the way, which is what I try to strive. So yeah, it was a low mix. I apologize. I did not curate the video. Don't shoot the messenger, as they say. And since I identified the YouTuber, you can take it up with him, though I think he was trying to show the lyrics versus had he given me the non-lyric video, I would have had to look up the lyrics. And sometimes I'm just too complacent to do it because I'm like, oh, I'm just sitting here listening to music. And I'm like, oh, do I have to look up lyrics now? I'm like, oh, the Yoshi in charge of the lyrics curation, he's not very literate, and that makes it a problem. He doesn't exactly understand English, typing, reading, all of the skills necessary to be the curator of lyrics. However, he's cute and he provides dancing entertainment from time to time. So we appreciate that. Okay. That was fun. I liked it, and it had like a very major key kind of sounding punk song, which is not. But I've heard of Bad Religion. I probably know a few tracks from my high school era, but I haven't thought about them since then. But it just sounded so cool. It's like, and they're called Bad Religion. It's like, wow, they're anti-establishment, they're anti-religion. Cool, guys. Bad religion, because religion is bad. Wow, I'm so counterculture. Aren't I so cool? So you're like, oh yeah, bad religion. Okay. Yeah. It's so funny to look at it that way. But I like that. I guess we could do more Bad Religion on this channel or other punk rock. So we will take care of that at some point, I'm sure. As eclectic, the stuff on my list right now is super eclectic, which I love. And I'm kind of jumping around premium members because premium members, they monopolize, which I appreciate. Hey, if you got the money, spend it on me. I'm not against that. But then sometimes I'm like, wow, one person has like 15 requests in right now. I'm going to go between so that, they'll get more than one at this point a day because I'm catching up. But I'm like, I got to share the wealth with everybody. Plus that way I get more tips because someone only usually likes to put in one tip at a time. So then if I do it again, they're going to give me another tip. It's like, wait, now I want to do the next song. It's a little addictive. They want to know what Erica thinks. I love that. I want to know what Yoshi thinks, but no matter how many times I try to talk to him, he doesn't really say anything and gets a little bit like lonely sometimes. And then even this one, I'm like, don't you have anything to say, Yellow Yoshi? And then all he gives me is his, he is a loose thread. See? He is a loose thread because the way they make their fingers, it was distinguished by this thread. And his loose thread has come up. So he's lacking a finger definition between like a few. And this is my stamp from Fenway that says field or turf. And this one says turf as well. Day 1, day 2. But, you have to scrub ink off. It eventually comes off. I don't need to sit there and like scrub it and be abrasive on my skin. Yeah. It is early, but I kind of am now jet lagged because I was on the East Coast for so long. But I was more just like exhausted yesterday because I had to wake up at 4 a.m. after going to bed at midnight to fly on a 6 a.m. flight, which I then slept about 2.5 hours on the plane, which was kind of like, I never sleep on planes. So it was actually magical because when I woke up, I was over Colorado already. I was like, wow, I'm already over Colorado. I slept for so long. I slept from like Boston to Colorado. And then, yeah, but then I had to fall asleep after my gig with One Man Gone. And then I kind of slept from like 5 p.m. to, no, it was like 6 p.m. to 9 p.m., which was not great. But then somehow I fell asleep again at like 11 p.m. and woke up at 5:45. I was like, wow, I'm back on time zone. This is fantastic. And on Mondays, I have to leave for work at 9 and it's 7:48, which means I can keep recording. I may have to take a break to eat some oatmeal or something, but I bought these like gluten-free oats by Bob's Organic Oats. They're so much better than Quaker Oats, which are honestly like the garbage of oats. I feel like Quaker Oats probably has a subcontract to feed pigs that go to the slaughterhouses. You know what I mean? I always feel like I'm eating some kind of weird GMO product when I eat Quaker Oats. But then when I bought these Bob rolled organic oats, they're like thicker, and they're gluten free. And I think that's important as I think I have problems with gluten and really processed things like that. So anyway, I have an Amazon 4-pack now of like the bags like that much. And so I have a lot of oats. So I'm going to turn into a horse soon, because horses eat oats. As my mom used to say, mares eat oats and does eat oats and little lambs eat ivy, a tiddly-tidy too, wouldn't you? Remember that song? Mares eat oats and does eat oats. It was on this like PBS show. I forget which one. It wasn't Shining Time Station, which was like about the Thomas the Tank Engine. There was some other like PBS childhood show and they sang mares eat, there was a horse on it. I don't know why there was a horse on it. Mares eat oats and does eat oats and little lambs eat ivy. A tiddly-eye. Mares eat oats and Erica eats oats, but only gluten-free oats. So, to the person in the chat that's like, is she still doing the music video? I play music. I just talk a lot in between, and that's why people like me. It's social, okay? I don't just be like, we are now going to listen to a song. Here's the song. The song is over. Bye. No, I like to like add color to my reaction. Right? Okay. I'm going to end this one and then I will continue. I may take a short break to make oats, but I think I'm going to leave the stream running. Okay. Bye.